Greetings, family, and welcome back. I'm your host, Shaka Aru, aka King Fire, the Fresh King, alongside with my beautiful co-host,
Lady Lotus, Queen of the Positive Vibe.
and this is another episode of the Pure Vibes Podcast.
Yo, this is straight facts. I'm talking straight facts. My skin is black and beautiful, could never be.
What's going on? How you feeling?
Everything
You look good.
You're looking good too, man. You're looking nice and what is this? Orange, blood orange, they call it.
It's tangerine.
Tangerine, orange. It's all in the same fact.
Call it how you see it.
I mean, you already know. I like the sombrero. I like the what do you call it? Fedora. Sorry, I call it a sombrero. So
Yeah,
a fedora.
you be throwing shots.
Nah, it look good still though. Man,
I'm feeling you too.
Yeah, man, everything is everything. We getting right and nice for the summer, you know what I mean? I know you're gonna drive the guys them nuts for the summer, right?
I mean, stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
I mean, you picking up what I'm laying down.
All the time. See? Yeah, welcome back, family, man. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody's doing well and fine. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode number 3, or I like to say episode number 3. You know what I mean? Of the Pure Vibes Podcast, man. You know what I mean? Alongside my beautiful host, Lady Lotus, right here, man. Where we discuss love, life, lies, and everything in between. So we got a plethora of topics to run through today. So to kick off the first topic, I'm going to lean over to my lady host over here and let her bring in what our number one topic is.
Alright, so tonight we're going to get into a little epidemic in our culture, I would say.
Epidemic is a good word to use for it, you know. So I wanted to ask, leaning into that, you know, sagging or swagging, you know what I mean? How do people feel about it? Is sagging, swagging, is the two of them the same thing? And how do women feel about it? Are women attracted to it? You know, like, what's really the vibe with that? How do you feel about brothers that sag? Do you feel like that shit is swag? Do you feel like that's style? Do you feel like that it's something that men should do? Or?
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I have a heart for the culture, so when I see it, it just disgusts me. Like, why? It's almost like we give them a reason, them being the ops, so to speak, to just look at us and judge us and profile us.
Right.
And as a woman, like, what about that do you want me to find attractive? My ass supposed to be out.
Well, I mean, true indeed.
You feel?
Yeah. I look at it, I don't know. When I was looking at some things though, they have different historical points that people say it come from, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Some people is like, yo, when you get locked up, back in the days you went to jail, they take your belt, you know what I mean? Take the shoelaces and everything like that, and then you gotta walk around with oversized pants. I could speak for myself knowing that, getting into a little trouble myself as a youth coming up, you know what I mean? I got sent to Rikers Island, and when I got sent there, they didn't have no pants in my size, so I had to wear the big dirty pants that they give me, you know what I mean, with no belt, and I had to kind of fold up the waist, and the pants was definitely a little saggy, not hanging off my ass saggy, but definitely a little bit saggy, you know what I mean? And then it's the thing too is some people say in prison, some brothers used to be that, some brothers use that for a code that they were available, you know what I mean? Their back entrance was open for delivery.
That's
you
what
get
they
I'm
say.
saying? So I want to understand if those historical points, they're all negative things. How did it and why is it still transferring over into a fashionable thing? You know what I mean? I don't understand why our culture adapt to it such like it's a...
Honestly, culturally, we tend to highlight the negative. That we engulf in that. People do good things, we don't highlight that. Somebody died, we turn out, show out in droves, you know what I mean? So it's just something connected to us culturally. It kind of hovers over us in a negative way, I think. And we're just so impressionable. That's what bothers me the most about us culturally. Like anything trending, I think hip hop has a lot to do with it. Whatever is going on in that world spills over, and then here we go.
Well, I for one, brothers, I don't want to see y'all draws at all. I don't want to see no man backside, no man draws. 100%, I really don't. You know what I mean? So for me, it could never be swag to me. That sagging to me is like a terrible thing to do. It should be frowned upon, and we definitely need to upgrade and come off of that type of level and vibe once we understand the historical points of where it come from. You know what I mean? I don't think that's something that we should keep looking at as fashionable or something that makes us look like tough or cool to do. It need to go.
So I also saw in the Urban Dictionary that the Caucasians referred to it also as sagging, but it's niggas backwards. So it's another way
That's crazy.
to shame us.
That's crazy. See, that's why you gotta have good queens on the team. Get the right research and research these things. I never heard that before. First time, you know what I mean? I ever heard that, and that's some real deep thought to think about. You know what I mean? That's some real deep stuff to think about. So, yo, brothers, you need to keep that in mind too. You know what I mean? Because that leads me to something too. You know, because I've been realizing in the community too, there's a lot of undercover brothers out there going on. You know what I mean? You know, the down low
It's
brothers.
a thing.
How you feel about it?
It's a thing.
Because I've been seeing, let me show you what I seen the other day. So I'm watching this video, right? A girl roll up on a vehicle, and it's a man in the vehicle with another man doing sexual things. Now you know why that's bad for the whole thing go down the line, right? Because now you have an undercover brother you're dealing with. He out there sleeping with men. You don't know that. Then he coming back and sleeping with you. You know what I mean? Y'all might break up. I come back, and next man come back get. It's too much things going. This is why I said do what you want to do, love who you want to love. You know what I mean? More power to you. I don't get involved in people's bedroom and their sex life or none of that. It's none of my business. I don't concern. But when you living down low, I think it's kind of foul and it's a disrespect to the women too. And because diseases and all kind of things could be going on, and it's just not a good look. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you feel about that.
It's deeper than they be in denial. You know what I mean? They're not honest with themselves, so they can't be honest with you. But as a single woman, it makes it very difficult to. I'm hyper like vigilant and a suspect.
So you just gonna
man, listen to me. I want to see the friends list on who you friends with, because sometimes that little friends list can tell you a lot. You know, that how they say birds of a feather.
True.
Yeah, some stuff just it don't be adding up. And if it walk like a duck, ladies, quack like a duck.
That's crazy.
It's a duck.
That's nuts.
It makes it very difficult, like, because it used to look a certain way, you know, so to speak. But now the masculine men, when people get exposed and things like that, it's always looks like a guy that I would date.
We used to call it, I don't even, you see, things get so sensitive now. Please forgive me if I'm saying things, but mine used to call that homo thugging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if them terms is used nowadays, but that's what people used to call it back in the days, where mine used to be walking around looking tough, but used to be undercover.
It's a thing. And I'm in the beauty industry. Man, listen. Ladies, be extremely careful.
You dropping the sauce.
Be extremely careful. I have seen men texting people's husbands.
It's crazy.
I'm just trying to do your hair. I'm still trying to unsee the shit.
It gets crazy.
I'm telling you, right here in little old Richmond, Mayberry. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the sauce, man. It's definitely something that's going on within our communities, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is not to shame or take shots at anybody love life and who you choose to love and who you choose to be with. We just saying
keep it 100.
Keep it a buck. Like I be saying in the hood, keep it a buck.
Keep it funky, please.
You know what I mean? Because it'll just be better for everybody else, man. You know what I mean? Don't scorn these women out here like that, man. You feel me? Crazy. So what's going on with your girl?
Why you want to do this?
I mean, we had to talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. I mean, because it's a hot button topic, and it was something I seen, and you know I had to sidebar you about that, right? So sidebar conversation, people. Meg Thee Stallion. Lady Lotus over here is one of her favorite artists, you know what I mean? And we had a conversation about the Meg Thee Stallion and the Gayle King interview. Now, everything was going smooth. I know people have been saying, yo, Meg Thee Stallion is lying and whatever the case may be going on. I felt like, why would this girl make up anything? Because when facts come out, that's something I don't think, that's a dumb lie to make up for anybody if they want to lie, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, watching the interview, everything was going smooth until that one question came up. Then I was like, nah. When they asked her, did she have any sexual relationships with Tory Lanez? That stutter, that body language, I was like, oh, nah. I don't know if your girl telling the truth.
Man,
I don't know if she being honest. How you feel?
It's paining me. Cause that's my girl. Like,
I know how much you love her.
That's my girl for real. I really rock with Meg. But at the same time, Meg, you giving me shaky vibes. You giving me like I want to be with her, but you know I'm gonna keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to pat her on the back. Like, come on, no, not. And then it's to me, she asked for the interview. You know, usually people that got stuff going on, it's the reverse. You really trying to
stay
duck
out
the light. You know what I mean? So the fact that she's so eager, and then you get there, you get the platform that you wanted, and then you don't keep it funky, then it's like, you know? And it's bothering me because she's so talented. And the reason why I love her is because she always was a relatable girl. She got her natural body. She does her own makeup. She stayed in school, went to campus to class as a Billboard artist. You know what I mean? I really rock with that. You know, she kept her roots. She stayed true while dominating the hip hop world. You know, that resonated with me. I love that about her. But then you got this iffy stuff going on, and I'm just worried that it's gonna affect her because credibility in that industry is everything.
100%. 100%.
Cause she said everything I talk, I really did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the words or nothing. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean,
but Meg, you know, she be on some real stuff, and I believe her. You know how rappers be rapping and that don't be their life and stuff like. That's my girl, man. This is painful.
I know, I seen it, but I was like, oh man.
So do you think? What did you gather from her answer? Do you think they was messing with each other?
I must say yeah. That way that started that think about, do we have a sexual relationship? The way she acts, I'm like, come on.
And then Gayle laughed at her. Gayle chuckled a little bit like, come on, girl, you know what intimacy means.
I mean, she acted like every other question flowed.
She was straight.
Every other answer flowed.
She lost eye contact too. I actually rewinded, you know, a couple of times because I'm not trying to be side with what the masses are saying about my people. I just think
I want to believe her.
Her eye contact when her body language got fidgety, and then when it got away from that, she was right back to engaged. And it's just like, damn, she folded.
Damn it, man.
And the friend, why isn't she friends with the girl anymore?
All right. Did you see that video?
I did.
Okay. I don't
it was
know what's
vague.
going on. That's what I'm trying to say.
It was very vague.
I don't really know.
It's a lot missing. What really happened that night? Also, the fact that she said, Gayle said, why didn't you tell the truth? Because she said she stepped on glass initially.
Right.
And she said she wanted to protect him. That's abuse talk. Stockholm syndrome type of stuff. But she used the deflection of George Floyd, so I don't know.
Like I said, that's like all PR training stuff to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it seem like that, but a lot of that seem weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because why would you want to protect somebody who just shot you? And where was he in the tape? Did he leave the scene? Did you see the video?
I seen. Well, you know what I seen in the
video of her in the street,
right,
with her
hopping around. Like
yes.
Right, yeah, I seen that part. But
where was he?
I don't know. I don't know if I think they made all of them get out the car and lie down on the ground or something like that.
But it's not. They don't talk about that at all. Every time you see that video, like that he was arrested or
Well, we gonna have to wait till
the trial.
That's all we gonna have to do is just wait till those facts and those things play out in the court, because everything that we doing right now is basically speculation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move on to other things and other topics that we had to talk about. And one of the topics that I did have that I wanted to bring up that we had was women shooting their shot in this era. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Should women, if women are feeling, do you think a woman, or not women, but yeah, do you think all women should shoot their shot if they're feeling a dude or feeling a guy? Or do you think it's a guy's job to do the pressing and pushing up on a woman? Or do you think that a woman should just lay back and chill and allow the energy to come to her? Or do you think she should put herself out there and make herself vulnerable?
I feel like I've been both. You know what I mean? So I used to be the one like, oh, he's supposed to da-da-da-da-da. But now, in my maturity, I really don't buy into like systems of structures and how things supposed to be and things like that. I feel like I'm a bit of a risk taker though. So if I feel confident and I see something that I like, I don't see anything wrong with letting him know that I'm interested. Now, I've never been like a pressure type of girl. Right. But I definitely will let him know that I'm interested. See where he goes with it. I ain't about to be, you know what I'm saying, hawking no guy. We don't do no chasing, you know what I'm saying. But you do a little sprinkle to let him know. And then you let him, you know what I'm saying, give you your just due. But yeah, you might miss out because guys can be shy. You know, again, in my maturity, you learn a different personality type. So even though it's a guy, he still might be shy or don't know how, whatever the case may be. So you might be the one to break the ice. Maybe once you do that, he fall out, you know. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I would say it's probably based on what your level of confidence. So
would you propose to a guy?
Hell no. That I'm not.
Why does the conversation change there? I feel like, listen, if a man could propose to you, you could propose to a man.
You could. You asked me would I? And the answer is no.
So
me personally, I would want to know that you are doing it because you want to do it. For me, I wouldn't do it because if I did it, you could run the risk of, that's a little bit of pressure.
So it's not pressure for him too?
On a woman's end, we're usually more open about commitment and what we want. We're usually vocal about that. A guy knows if a woman wants to be married or whatever.
So how you don't know that won't make the deal even sweeter? And so I don't know. You think he's gonna turn you down or walk away from you? He could, but you think he would do that? No?
I'm not willing to do that. I'm not doing that.
That's crazy.
I'm not.
See what I'm saying? Because you just said you were a risk taker. Now I don't believe that.
And not in that regard. In that situation, no.
You can't limit your risk that you're gonna take.
Yes, I can. I can take calculated risk. Oh, I'm a very intelligent woman. So there's risk and there's calculated risk. I calculate my risk.
Then you are calculating.
I play the penny slots. You heard me.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? I'm not a gambler in that regard. Now I'll shoot my shot and let you know that I'm interested. But marriage, that's my life.
So you wouldn't get down on your knee and pop the ring?
Absolutely not.
And I'm trying to figure out why. You see, that's where I feel like, once again, a little bit of sexism that's coming. Why women always want to be catered to and pampered and you know what I mean?
Ask the creator.
We don't want that too?
Let's sit back.
We don't deserve that too?
You comfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
As you should be. We are created to be feminine and soft and nurture. We carry human beings inside of our bodies.
Respect.
Okay?
Respect.
So we are delicate.
Okay. So men not supposed to have emotion and feelings too? And
no,
we don't cry?
No. Y'all need to more. I wish y'all would more because y'all would show up very differently. See my shirt? healing.
You see, this is what I'm saying. This is why these conversations are needed to be had, because these are the conversations we need
Would
to
you
have.
respect a woman who proposed to you?
Why wouldn't I?
Would you?
I would respect her so much, because
really
so much.
On her knee in a pretty dress.
Let me show what now.
Show me.
I probably would have been married 10 times over already. Because how am I turn down that?
Exactly. That's obligatory. That's you saying yes because you I'm gonna marry her because she would ask me to marry her.
Nah.
It's a no for me.
Now you're mixing matters, because I ain't saying this that. I'm saying it on the level of the fact that woman did that. I know she truly into me and really loved me. She went out her way
to break, and that's what I want.
Tradition. She not even studying what people say about tradition. She like, yo, I love this man. I'm going out to buy the ring and propose to him because I'm making sure this is what we get. But because you're leaving it up to the man, you might not ever get to that point.
And he can sayonara.
That's crazy. So you willing to risk that to just not be the one to say, let me be the one to make sure that we lock in that marriage. Break tradition.
I don't think I'm doing that.
Wow.
I don't think I'm doing that. I don't think I'm getting on my knee. I can give you a little ring for your right hand for Father's Day or something.
Wow.
I'm not getting on my knee and proposing to.
That
assurance that you just said you want to know that she really want. I personally want that.
All right. What about putting the ring in a cupcake, yo? Or putting it in a brand new box, in a brand new pair of Air Jordans in a sneaker box or something like that, and giving it to him? You know. What about that way? No knees. In a gift.
I'm gonna call you back.
And this is why we need these conversations, people. And this is why would
not respect a woman who asks to marry.
Why would you lose respect for a woman? I can't speak for every man, you know, but I can tell you about me. Why would I lose respect?
I don't believe you.
Ladies, start getting on your knees.
Ladies. Baby.
And proposing to these brothers out here. Lock him in.
He not feeling
Take it from me. Put it in a nice pair and a nice box of a fresh pair of Jordans. Give it to him. Wrap it up in a nice polo shirt. You know what I mean? Give it to him and watch what I tell you.
Watch him walk all over you, sir. Watch him. Watch him.
Yeah. No, watch how the balls start to change. You know?
No. You would be looking at her like you
No, I'm
desperate.
No, why she gotta be desperate? I feel that's love. Because she went out
I love you though. I can still love you. Big love you. Stupid love you.
Alright, so pop the question.
No, we can have a conversation about it and mutually agree. But I'm never about to be like
popping champagne. Pop the question.
I'm gonna pop champagne from here to kingdom come, and I'm still never gonna ask no man to marry me. You know why? Because I just transcended from alpha female to divine feminine. Okay, so me operating in my power, I deserve a man who wants to humble himself and asks me to spend the rest of my life with him because he realizes that I'm an asset and I can enhance his life. Therefore, I don't have to fold up and get on no knee and ask him nothing, because when he meets me, he's going to be certain about me. And even if I wanted to ask, he wouldn't have an opportunity. I wouldn't have the opportunity because he's sure about me.
You hear it right here, though, people.
Stand in your power, ladies.
You hearing it right here.
Stand in your power. This some bullshit.
Ladies, propose. Take a knee. Buy a fresh pair of Air Jordans. Put the nice little bling bling ring inside it.
Boy, go to hell.
Deliver it to your man. And watch the game change. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's changing.
And that's what
we're getting bigger rocks, ladies.
To say about that. Also, following that topic, just looking back at my notes now. We had another sidebar about something. Is marriage about love or is marriage a business? And I say that because marriage comes with a license. It's like one of the only licenses that doesn't expire. I don't know what's going on with that. But you start to get all these benefits, you know, insurance, health, wealth, benefits if somebody passed away, all these kind of different things that goes on in marriage. So is marriage really about love, or is marriage a business?
It's both.
So why do I have, okay, so you said that it is a love business. That's what it is. It's a love business, right? You have to pay to get married, money. You have to pay for that marriage license, right? Money.
That's the law of the land, though.
The law of the land.
Are you talking about the sanction of marriage, or are you talking about the law of the land? Because those are the rules that we have to follow. You have to get a license to get married. You have to pay. You can't control that.
I can't control it, but I can question it and ask, why is that?
Because it's supposed to be forever. Why would it expire when the whole goal of marriage is till death?
That's true. I get
Do
that.
you part?
You have a good point. You know what I mean? But why does divorce exist and divorce court?
Because people don't live up to the vows of marriage.
So there's no forever within that. You see what I'm saying? Because they created an out. They created an out.
Yeah, and people buy into it. Me personally,
They should never created an out.
then there would be a lot of murder cases.
That could be a possibility, and there could be a lot of truth to that.
No, for real.
Yeah, it could be a lot of truth to that.
But you don't think that the merging of two lives? Why wouldn't I have access to your money and your insurance and stuff like that? What's the abstract?
And I'm not saying that you can't, but you can do that as my lifetime partner too, you know.
That just became a thing, within the last few years.
What?
Where like if we're together and we can, you can get on my insurance or whatever as a domestic partner. That hasn't always been a thing. It was only for married
I feel that that's a perfect option in life to have for people that don't want to, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that's a tie-in kind of situation kind of thing. You know what I mean? I still want to love you and care for you and share with you the same way. Just don't make me feel like I need this pressure on my shoulders to do that. You know what I mean? I think it'll make it a little bit easier to digest if I don't feel like this is a business transaction.
It's all in how you look at it.
A love transaction.
It's all in how you look at it.
Because
I would only go into business with you if I love you.
That makes sense.
Excuse me, even if it's on just a normal business level. You have to have some type of connection or bond or trust for that person to go into business with them. So either way, it's a bond that has to be created. So what's wrong with a lifelong bond?
I don't see nothing wrong with it. And I think you have a point. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? I think these are things that you need in life.
Yes. If we link together, I need access to you. Suppose it's something you can't do. And because I'm committed to you in sickness and health, what if you lose your mind or you get sick or whatever? You need me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's a lot of, I think people look at it from the negative, what I'm going to lose, what I'm going to give up or whatever. What about the beauty of it? Of merging your life with somebody, of having somebody to navigate through life with. You don't have to go through anything alone.
She's making good points, people.
Yes, marriage is a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see it infiltrate our culture again. Black family is a beautiful thing. We need the fathers back in the home. We need the sanction of marriage to be a death do you part thing. Divorce is corny.
I mean, I agree with you. If I personally would have got married, I don't see myself really getting. I would hope that whatever the situation is not to push me to in a position where I'd want to get divorced, because I would want to hold my situation down and live it out as for life. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go through all of that to get divorced. Is what I basically said.
But sometimes that pressure, people don't know how to fix it or want to work on it. They just want out of it. You know what I mean? So you have to be committed to the work. If you're married to somebody forever, that means you're gonna have to at some point learn them over and over again. People are ever evolving. So I think people split up because they keep looking for the person that they married.
Right.
It's 10, 15, 20 years later, that person doesn't exist anymore. And I've been married before, you know what I'm saying? Nobody goes into marriage with the thought of not being with that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go through that. But if you do, shit can still be sweet afterwards.
I mean, true indeed. Life goes on. You know what I mean? And things continue, and people flourish, and people grow, and people, yeah.
So what's up, you? I mean, you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? You ain't sagging, but you definitely out here swagging. I mean, is marriage in the cards for you?
I would say I'm not against it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It just have to be at the right time.
You going in there for love or business?
For me, it's all about love. I'm spending love bucks. I don't spend,
Aww.
all I have is love bucks.
It's nice to see you like that.
I mean,
yeah. You in love.
But she better know how to cook and clean.
Got the bullshit.
Yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, I would have to spend my life with somebody that I really know that's the one. You know what I mean? And
What's the one?
Every man know the one. Remember we had that.
What's the one though?
When she fall into your lap, you know it. You know what I mean?
No, cause some bullshit that fell in my lap.
But that's because you probably had your lap was open to receive them type of things. You know
It be your own people.
If, you gotta, I try to keep my leg crossed. I don't like, that's to avoid anything that's dropping into my lap. So
if your legs crossed, how you gonna catch it? So do you want it or not?
No, but that's why you very
It's gonna knock your leg off. That's what you're saying.
Well, nah, man. You have to be selective. You see things falling down. You can duck, dodge, keep your leg crossed. Don't let it fall on your lap.
Man, how do you know it's her?
You see it falling on your lap. You know what I mean?
It could be a brother out there who really want to know how to look for what he's looking for.
I don't know. I just think you need to find what is your perfection. People search for perfection. Nobody is perfect. You're not going to find that. But if you have your perfection, I think that's the best way to do it.
Your perfection?
Your perfection. Is that woman everything that you want?
No, I mean...
Or do you find everything that you want in that?
Your kind of perfection.
My perfection might be a little bit...
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? But we're not here to talk about...
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like...
You know what I mean? Alright, hear me out. I just like a good toe shoe ratio. Is that a big problem? And when I say that... So we had this conversation.
We did.
All right, about women and their fashion. And I pay attention to women and their fashion because it's what attracts me to a woman. Mm-hmm. So when I say a woman step on out, she have on open toe shoes and your toes is hanging over the front of the shoe, I can't respect it. You know
your feet slide in shoes. You don't know what it's like to wear a heel.
You're right.
Your feet slide in the shoe.
I can understand.
Give her a break. Maybe that's her favorite shoe. She tired. You gonna judge? That could be the love of your life.
Buy your size. If you know you have a big foot, express your big foot. We love you.
She ordered it.
If you wear the 11, but don't buy the 7. Get the 11. We love you. So that way, when your foot's sliding now in the party and your foot get a little sweaty, the toe don't reach over the front of the shoe. You still have a little space in front because you're buying your size. Continue now. You know what I mean?
That is a thing for you. Why would you judge her on it? Would you really? I know you don't like it, but would you really judge her on
what
that?
I'm a judge for? It's kind of hard to say.
What if she ordered them and it was an event that night? She had time to see. She was desperate. That could be the love of your life.
Desperation does not look good on you. The desperation does not look good on you, baby.
Ladies, like out here looking at our feet. Come correct.
Yo, fix up the shoe. I'm telling you, we as men, these things we notice. Do you know you have men out here with feet fetish?
But what if her feet are bomb? What if her feet look good?
Once they start to slide over the front of them shoe and look like an eagle claw trying to snatch something up off the floor, all goodness gets scratched, gets scraped, get delete. You understand me?
So you wouldn't holler at her. What if she was bad? You know what I'm saying?
I think as a man, there's certain things you're willing to put to a side. But I'm going to definitely wait a couple of weeks down the line and be like, yo, remember that time when I met you in the club? and your foot was hanging over your shoe.
You would do that?
Don't do that to me. let me go and size you up.
Man, you a rough customer.
Let me size you up, baby. Because I want to see you out here do it. Because you have some women that do it right, and you have some women that don't do it right. You do it right. You put your little jewels together. You know what I mean? You have the nice fedora. You know what I mean? You fit it on the... You're putting it together well. You know what I mean? Some people just need a little help. You know what I mean? Some people are stylish, and some people need a stylist. You see me? Yo, I'm just trying to tell you what be going on. You see what I'm saying?
You could be the one that bring it to our attention. Maybe, man, it's a lot of variables. Maybe.
That's what I'm here for, though. That's what I'm here for.
Maybe you could. That's what you came in our life for.
That is. I'm only up here to upgrade you and uplift you. That's
it. That's a vibe right there.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm here to do, man. I ain't here to do nothing more than that. And if I see something look a little out of whack or out of tune, I'm going to fine tune it up for you. You feel me? Don't feel a type of way about it. I still love you. Size 11 and all. Trust me.
You. Lord have
Yeah.
mercy. We out here though, ladies.
You already know, man. People, this has been another episode of the Pure Vibes Podcast. I am your host, Shakir Rue, aka King Five, the Fresh King, alongside my co-host,
Lady Lotus, Queen of the Positive Vibe.
Yo, we saying peace, love, and prosperity until next time. Kaboom! We out.
Roll me spliff and me say hasta la vista, but me never did a pass it to Keisha. The kind of gather with a smoke up your chiba. I me the kind of man that's stingy with me reefer. Fuck all those questions you ask.